Hello, it's Dr. Bob here at Proactive Wellness and Injury Center with some information to help you achieve the best performance of your life. Now, in this particular video, what I want to focus on today is what's called a halogen. It's one of the halogens in the elemental charts. It's a nutrient known as iodine. Iodine is paramount in its importance for our life. As a matter of fact, as I've listed here, without iodine in the body, you cannot live. It is impossible to have life without it. Now, there are a lot of people that they're deficient in iodine and they're still alive. However, the quality of life that they are living is not where it needs to be. It's certainly not the full potential. They're not experiencing the best performance of their life. And if they have a deficiency of the iodine in their body, they are then opening the door to a myriad of different types of diseases and disorders. So, as I said here, you can't live without it, and it has to be found and is found in every cell that makes up the body, regardless of what cell, where you find the cell, whether it's a cell in the little toe or in the brain or in the thyroid or the skin or whatever, iodine is present in the cell. Now, the highest concentration of iodine is found in the thyroid. Now, we're going to put this together because I want to show you some things that are going to perhaps make you more aware of current situations. But the highest concentration now is found in the thyroid. The second highest concentration in the human body, especially, well, only in the female, is found in the ovaries. And the highest volume now of iodine is found in the breast tissue. Okay, so now the deficiencies of iodine I have listed here, some of which are weight gain. So let's stop and think about it. If a person is deficient in iodine, and they're overweight, they're trying this diet and that diet, they're exercising, and they're frustrated because they're not seeing the improvements that they anticipated. It could very well be that he or she has an iodine deficiency that is preventing them from losing the weight and actually causing them to gain weight. Also, infertility. We've had some patients that have come to us over the years that were told that it would be impossible for them to have children. After testing them, we found that they were deficient in iodine, recommended what they needed to take and how much they needed to take it, and thank God they ended up having children, and some of them even had twins. Also, the deficiency results in goiter. Now, the Midwest has the highest deficiency of iodine per capita in all of the United States. It's also known as, the Midwest is known as the goiter belt. This is when the thyroid starts to expand because of the insufficient amount of iodine, and they develop additional growths or expansions on the thyroid that are called goiters. Also, hypothyroidism. Show me an individual that has or has been diagnosed with hypothyroidism, and I'll show you an individual that certainly is deficient in iodine. We go on. It can result in mental retardations and also in child or infant mortality, that is early child death or infant death as well. Those are some of the situations that can develop when a person is deficient in iodine. This is one reason, or these are some of the reasons, I should say, that in our center we test anybody and everybody across the board, regardless of what condition that they're presenting with, what the named condition is, whether they have a cold or cancer or a thyroid issue or even a sports injury. We want to test them when they come in as a new patient and see if they do have adequate iodine amounts in their body, because it's going to affect their quality of life. Also now, it is necessary, the iodine is necessary for the immune system function. So if you are an individual that is experiencing recurrent, ongoing colds, or you get through one cold only to develop a flu, and then you go on to have a fever, and then you have a sinus condition that's ongoing and you can't get rid of it, you may be an individual that is deficient in iodine. Also, it helps to ward off bacteria. It helps to, again, this is part of the immune system, warding off the parasites and viruses, even cancer. And I've got to tell you, clinically, from our experience and over 3 or almost 4 decades of being in practice, in all of the patients that we've had that have come to us over the years, the females that have been diagnosed with types of reproductive cancers, breast cancer, cervical cancer, ovarian cancers, we've all, in our testing, there's never been one issue, one time when we have found those people diagnosed with those types of cancers adequate in their iodine amounts in their body. Never once. And if you do some continuing research, you're going to find that iodine is one of the most powerful agents that you can have in your body that will arrest or prevent cancers from even developing. So it's very, very important, as I stated earlier in the video. And also, it alkalizes the pH. The pH is the potentiation to hydrogen. And we find that most diseases live and thrive in an acidic pH. So and we find also in those same people, remember I told you that it affects the immune function. So if they have a disease process that's going on, it means that of course, their immunity, their body's ability to fight the diseases is weakened, and we continue to look and we find out that they're inadequate in iodine. But by adding the iodine, we boost the immune system, which enables the body then to stop, destroy, arrest, get rid of the attacker, whatever it might be, and the person can return to a life where they're enjoying, the best performance of their life. So again, iodine is really, really important. Now, in some following videos, what I'm going to be doing is showing you the difference between a society that has an adequate or adequate amounts of iodine in the population and a population that doesn't. And we're going to see a tremendous disparity between the two as far as their health. And I'll also share with you the type of iodine that we use, or that you might consider some of the better types of iodine out there, because they're not all created equal. Hey, thank you for following me through this video. And if you do have any questions, as I always say, if you have questions, email us at office@pro-activewellness.com. Again, that email address is office@pro-activewellness.com. And as always, I invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And until the next video, and as always, God bless.